Welcome to Albion TV presents the AO Daily Show, your source of real news is an unreal world. Keeping you up to date on the latest news, events, and the great community of Albion Online. Today is Friday the 16th of August, and I am your host, Shozen. And with me today is my co-host, Bogul. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Shozen. I'm doing okay. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing all right. I did screw up the introduction a little bit, but other than that, I am fine. I'm having a good time chatting with people in Global, and it's gonna be a good day today, Bogle. As I saw an absolutely ridiculous kill. You showed that to me, and I'm flabbergasted. Nothing else really matters to me anymore. Like, I don't care about the rest of this show. I just want to show people this one death, and that's it. And I just want to be like, what? No, nothing else matters. But we do have some other things. We have some official news. We have some community shoutouts, and we have an interview after the show with Zorgi, or Xorgi, or however he pronounced his infinitely changing name.
Cool, nice. Okay, so let's start with the brief recap that is fairly important because it's the Percival patch 3 that was put live on the server yesterday. The patch, all in all, has one very, very big thing that you might have noticed already. Specifically, the sales of vanity items have been discontinued, and this is in anticipation of the expansion of the new wardrobe feature that should come with a future major content update. But in an effort to reduce speculation and protect some owners of these items, they took all the orders down, and now they cannot be bought anymore from the NPCs, but still traded player to player. They can also not be sold anymore on the marketplace, but these should come back at a later time, but they did not specify exactly when and how. But that's why your orders all came back, if you were wondering. And yeah, keep an eye on the price, otherwise people might try to buy them very cheap from you.
Namely Bogle. Bogle will try to buy your stuff cheap from you and take your winnings.
No,
he's gonna. He can't kill you in the open world, so he kills you in the markets. All right, but yes, we do have.
Speaking of open world, though, there's, in terms of changes and improvements, there is another important change of time scheduling thing. Specifically, the castle scoring time slot has been moved from 19 to 20 UTC.
Yes, it has.
So don't go out early, and let everybody know that this changed.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and death curse cannot be reflected anymore.
Oh, that's we talked about. Yeah, we talked about these things yesterday. But we do have another PSA to deliver. I forgot to deliver it yesterday. Apparently, there is somebody going around trying to get you guys to download an executable file for the marketplace so that you guys can get updated market information. That's not what it's doing. It's keylogging you and getting your account stolen. So for the people who had their account stolen, I hope that everything is fixed. For those of you who are looking for some way of getting a leg up on the market, don't download anything and execute it. Yeah, don't do that. Quick PSA.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Dangerous. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You're really rolling the dice on that one.
Wow, who would have thought? Yeah, Chad, thank you. Okay, that's the official reminder. We talked about patch 3 longer yesterday, so we keep it brief today. We don't have any other official news for today, so let's just move on to the community shoutout, Shozen.
I do want to give a quick community shout out to the Oceanic guys with Stormlord and those guys. They did their event this morning over, in the Oceanic time period. They had a faction warfare battle royale kind of thing. Apparently there were no winners, or well, maybe everybody was a winner because they just kept on fighting and fighting and fighting, and they never actually found out who the winner was to receive all those prizes that they had gotten in store. So, looks like they're gonna have to figure out how to do this in
I
the
think
future.
the
It's
prize is going to roll over, and they'll definitely try to do this event again. For
yes.
those of you who might have missed it, the Oceanic community did a free-for-all thing with faction warfare yesterday, and no, today actually.
It was today. It was very early today. The problem is it's in the Oceanic time period, so it's like they're so far ahead of us. It's already yesterday there, or it's tomorrow there. Yesterday.
Well, it's perfect time, obviously, for them. So
yeah, whatever it was, it worked out perfectly because a bunch of them showed up, and they had a good time. So that is the most important thing, right? They all showed up, had a good time. There was a winner. They did good. Yay. But well, they had no winner. That's the problem. They were all winners, but they had no winner. Yay. All right. So Bogul, continue on with your community news, because I see people telling me that I need to check something out.
Okay. I have more Season 7 statements. If you recall, I messaged a bunch of guilds to give me their statement for anything they would like to tell us, for us to present here on the Albion TV show. This weekend, today, we have the guild Pay to Win, who through G-Rocks sent us a very nice statement. So I'm going to read Pay to Win's Season 7 statement. First, I have to say that the last season was awesome for us. We were able to achieve our main goal, who was to get to silver rank. And we get it pretty quickly, even with a reduced number of players or alliance support. But then we were invited to squad. Our main goal for the next season will be improve our ZVZ skills to turn our guild more competitive and keep being good open world fighters. We always had high skilled players for this kind of content, and now we're recruiting new people to train and increase our power. Secondly, we want to get to gold rank, a goal that we gave up on in Season 6, but now I know we could have won it with a little more effort. And lastly, also, we have two main cores working on GVG stuff, practicing, sharing information, and studying the best ways to be competitive. I think the next season will be the best for smaller guilds to fight in equal chances against the big ones. We love to fight no matter how, winning or losing, and the Season 7 will give us more chances to show our potential. Yeah, and this is the great G-Rocks from the Pay to Win guild.
Yep.
And they are recruiting as well.
But they are no longer in squad.
Oh,
squad is downsizing. Squad is down to 2,300.
Interesting.
I told Robin Hooders that I will be impressed when they're down to 15. He thinks I'm crazy.
15 members or 1,500?
1,500. I think that's a lot. Still, I think that's a pretty good, number, and can get a lot done. But they're still at 23. That's still pretty good. I mean, that's smaller than they were. I'll give them credit. Yeah. So that's where they are. They have dropped Made in BR.
Where did they go? Where did they go?
Nowhere. They are alone at 500 and hold on. Where was their rank?
Okay. Well,
they are in the silver. So oh gosh, no, they're not. They're not in the silver yet. They got some ways to go here. They're in the iron. 582. What was their goal for the season?
I think gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got some ways to go. They got to get working on. They've only got 23 members currently, Bogul.
Oh no! Did I just read something about a guild that blew up?
Yeah, I think so, because they had more members than this, didn't they? When they talked to us,
a bunch more. Yes.
Yeah. Oh boy. See, this is why we got to get these statements out earlier, Bogul. Things blow up. Things happen. Oh man.
G-Rocks, why don't you tell me? Huh. Well, one for the history books. Next, season rankings. What's up with season rankings, Shozen? You're showing it already on stream, but we wanted to look at the current state of who is in charge, who is in front. and who's following behind.
Oof.
Do you see anything new?
Yeah, I'm right now. I'm getting sent the beef that happened that led to Maiden BR dropping, because it sounds like Maiden BR and Shiro's guild had beef over castles, and Maiden BR dropped the alliance and then killed Shiro's Russian guild in like one fell swoop, and then Robin Hood was like. He's going to go... Mojo told him to go check on the castle, and he goes to check on the castle, and then Maiden BR went and killed him. And he didn't take it so well. So... yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Robin Hood. Robin Hooders, the great Robin Hooders.
Yeah.
So he's explained to me why... Maiden BR is no longer in squad. Apparently, after they jumped Robin Hooders, there was some beef, and now apparently there's a Crystal Eagle traded as like to call it even, but things are still things are still a little rough here. But apparently the beef is over. Or? The beef is over, but Maiden BR still isn't in squad, and squad is trying to get down its numbers. So that was like, hey, if you want to help us by leaving, that's good. We have got AW Gaming. They fulfill the role. And so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with them. That was some quick... Yeah. And that's the thing, too. And Robin Hooders wanted to point out, too, and I was showing this on screen right now, the Black Order there, they are not in squad either. So both Maiden BR and Black Order are out of squad currently. They are causing drama with squad. So this is all interesting. It's maybe they'll all join Sometimes We, like Aggressor. And who is the other one? Is it Shelty that I heard?
In what?
Was joining Sometimes and Win?
There is so much fluctuation currently. Let me read the current rankings.
They joined 1PG, which I thought that's the opposite of what I heard they were doing. I heard they were either joining June or Win. So interesting. All right, so as you were saying.
But we still have Black Order in the first place. We assumed that they won't be here anymore in the second week, but they're still in first place with 50,000 points, followed by Money Guild with 44,000 and June with 35,000. Then we have Aggressor with 33 and Phrasing with, again, 33.
Well, here's something interesting.
What are these guys doing, Shozen?
Well, here's what I'll say is that it looked like for a while that Money Guild was going to, pass Black Order pretty easily. That was what I thought was going to happen. Then Black Order took like 2 days and gained 4,000 points on them. But now Money Guild went and gained another 1,000 points back. But in the process, both these teams are leaving June and Aggressor and Phrasing in the dust. There was very little difference between Money Guild and June earlier in the week, but now Money Guild is pushing away and pushing away. And it's interesting because June also has a crap ton of territories. So Money Guild's got to be doing that grunt work right now, that mage raiding, the crystals, hitting up the things that a lot of people don't want to do. The grindy work to get the season points. Money Guild is definitely doing the grindy work right now, not just sitting on territories. They're doing work.
Interesting. Okay.
Not to say that June or Aggressor or Phrasing aren't doing, their fair share of work. They're up there too, all within 2,000 points of each other. It's just that they aren't, like, Money Guild went from being within 2,000, 3,000 points of them. I think 4,000 points was the farthest one with Phrasing, to now being a full 10,000 points ahead of all of them. So, yeah.
Respectable, but again, we're trying to figure out exactly what both their guys' strategy is, how they got so far, and if it's really just the mage raiding that is benefiting them so well.
It takes everything, though. It's not just one. You can't do it just with one. Yeah. You have to. Right now, the guilds that are out in front are the ones who are doing everything. They have to do everything. Maybe not with Black Order, though. I don't know how many territories they have. I don't think it's 8. Are they protecting their mages or something? I don't know. I think it's that they are lucky in the Russian time zones and can sweep through dead areas and get mages that are up.
I have to talk to some of the leaders. Black Order guys.
Shiro won't talk to me. I talked to him the other day. He had very nice things to say to me.
Well, somebody else might find the time to message us and maybe prepare a little statement. You don't have to come on the show or do a recording. Just send us a little thing we can show and share and tell everybody who is curious how you guys are doing and what's happening. I think a lot of people would appreciate it because you're doing a good job. So
Yeah.
everybody wants to know. Everybody's curious.
All right, let's talk about this map real quick because we were just talking about these guys. Let's do a quick war report, what's gone down. What we've noticed, the most interesting thing is that this week we've seen the return of city fights. It's been great to watch. We've seen Martlock recently, as Martlock is now 1 PG. There you go. It's doing well
Fort
over there.
Sterling. Yeah.
Fort Sterling over there to 1 PG. Thetford, Ironborn took a couple of swings at it. Wasn't able to take it over. I'm sorry, I'm going the wrong direction for Thetford. But yeah, it's up there. It's up there. And then BA was able to take down TC after Ironborn took a swing at it. Bridgewatch. BA has tried twice at Bridgewatch. No luck against Hammer and Sickle and Money Guild. And it's been interesting, though. But we have seen some cities change hands. We had 4 fights for Limehurst this week.
Wow.
That was really good between Money Guild and BA. BA took one of them, but Money Guild immediately took the retail and won that fight back and took back their city. So Money Guild's been doing pretty good. Nobody has taken a crack at Carleone with the uncapped gear yet, which is probably... Yeah.
Maybe people are considering that with the next auction cycle, the cities will become a little less valuable. So maybe that's not why they're doing the big fights. Maybe the smaller ones are a good price effort relation there.
Yeah, I think it's mostly about pride and content at this point.
I see. Okay. And then I asked you earlier today, hey, what's happening in the rest of the world? And you said something
Too many
other
fights.
than about Mercia.
Too many freaking fights is what I said. I believe is what I said. It was how many did June have this week, Bogul?
More than 100, I think.
114 fights.
Well, it's not this week. It's since the
last time we did
last
it.
Thursday. Last Thursday
when the last time we did a war report. So it's a little over a week, 1 day over a week. But yeah, they had 114 matches. That's a lot between crystals and standard GVGs. Money Guild wasn't too far behind with 90. But here's the thing. Nobody else came close. Nobody else came close. There were 2 guilds with 50 each, and then a bunch with 45. But Money Guild and June both had double the amount of GVG 5-man action than any other guild in the game. It's just impressive work over there. And no, I don't see any... somebody's asking, is BA invading Mercia? No, they don't have an invasion force. You need 5-man teams to invade Mercia, and they don't got that. But 1 PG does, and they're doing work. They're doing some good work. They always are.
Yeah,
and,
I saw 1 PG has this little corner, and they're expanding there.
Yeah, it's definitely doing work. But
I wonder if there's any, how do you say, like feeling of, there's a new map soon. Maybe we shouldn't do so much. Do you think that's happening, or is that a thing that will be when there's patch day in 2 months?
I think that you're going to see people like worry about that when that happens in a couple of months. And I don't think it's going to nobody's going to really care about it for this season because it's not happening this season. It's not happening next season. But this season, I think this is Money Guild trying to win. And you have the bunk bed gang here, the phrasing and U12 really trying to assert a territorial dominance, but they're just not getting the points with all these territories. They have just as many territories as Oops does, but they're not getting the same points from them. So it's interesting. But
yeah,
but
the
none of
Season 7
this
changes are real, are they?
Yeah, but Bogle, none of this is nearly as interesting as what I want to talk about. I didn't want to talk about any of this because what you showed me this morning made me just like giggle and laugh, and then you went and you talked to the guy, and it got so much more interesting. I'm gonna put the killboard shot of this up so that people who are watching right now can see it, and then you're gonna tell the story, I think, because do you want to tell the story, Bogul? Do you think you can do this?
I think you're better at doing this, but we were looking at the killboard. You can maximize it so people can see it better. But it's a 19.2 million silver death.
Doogie, Mr. Hauser, Doogie. He was not on his sharpest of doctor skills, I guess. I'm calling him Doogie Hauser because I don't know. That's the only Doogie I know. But geez, Bogul, this is ridiculous. So the story is on this guy. If I got this right from what you were telling me, he decided that he was going to go hang out with one of his friends in the Yellow Zone, who was newer and was like just doing solo dungeons. And he's like, I'm going to bring my Gucci gear to the Yellow Zones. And he was like, I'm going to bring everything I may ever need, like 2 crystal mounts, an undead boar, a sandy lizard, you know, all these things you'll never freaking need in a solo dungeon, because he was drunk.
What?
He was drunk, and he thought, I need my Gucci gear like it's an HCE for a solo dungeon in the Yellows, because nobody's going to kill me there. It's not going to hurt me any. There's no big loss here. Oh,
I mean, the guy was wearing various Relic 8.3 outstanding stuff, Masterpiece 8.3 relics. He had other 8.3 gear in his inventory. You can see that he has a excellent 8.3 Royal helmet. He is riding on a tier 8 chariot, and he has a tier 8 crystal rhino in his inventory.
Yeah, interesting. It's just carrying the crystal rhino in his inventory because you're gonna need that in the Yellow Zone and frickin' Bridgewatch.
Well, I was surprised that the guy was online, but he was nice enough to respond. And at first, I just asked him, "Hey, what happened?" And then I just got a 3 letters back, man. And then silence for some time. I was like, "Oh God, did I, you know, get him off the wrong foot?" And then he's like, "Well, I just wanted to have some fun, you know." And I was talking to my friend on Discord, and we were drinking alcohol, and then, you know, stuff happens, is what he said.
Stuff clearly happened, Bogul, because he said that he was able to buy this back, right?
Yeah, he told me that he got the offer to buy back what didn't trash. I don't know what trash, but that's what he said.
I hope it wasn't the Rhino at 52 million.
Or the Chariot at what, 38 or something?
Yeah, 38.
Yeah. By the way, if you add up all the gear there, it's more than 150 total.
Yeah, we were way over 150, and like, yeah, and I was just like, oh my God, this is a lot. But yeah, he I don't know if he got a deal getting it back, but he did okay. He did okay. I don't know what trashed. Depending on what trashed, some of this stuff, like a lot of this gear is like 15 million a pop. This gear, it's not cheap gear. And between the mounts, you're starting at like 90 million, and then there's 4 pieces that are at least 15 a piece. So right there, you're at that way over like 120, like he was saying. So you're already at 150. It's a lot. It's a lot. That's a
fun fact. Fun fact. He told me after he died, one of the officers in guild goes, "What?" and kicks him right out of the guild. And it took him a few hours to persuade his how do you say that, officer, to get back.
Yeah, but yeah, I can see why somebody would get kicked out for that. I could kick somebody out for that. Oh God. Like, also, you wonder what his behavior was after he got kicked, because he was
must have
drunk,
been sitting in his chair,
and probably a little unhappy. Yeah. Oof.
So poor guy wants to have some good time with his friend. He starts to drink, gets well. He chose the wrong mount. I think that's a thing you could say.
You could say he chose the wrong mount, but we don't know how much all this. It couldn't. This stuff couldn't have weighed enough that he needed the chariot.
Well, maybe he was like he put all this in his inventory and is like, well, the rhino is too heavy. Let's take a chariot.
Jesus. Yeah. I don't know. But I don't think he got to the yellow zone when he died. I think he was on his way there. So I don't think it mattered if he was faction flagged or whatever. I think it was just a big oof and transporting through the red zones on their way. Heck, he could have been in the black zone when he got ganked. We don't know. They won't tell us. Dang Killboard. Tell me, Killboard. I'm waving my fist. But Bogul, I think it's that time.
One shout out first. I think we didn't name the Aitza or Aika 22.
Oh, the people who did the killing.
Rage control guys from the Source Alliance who managed to get that very, very, very huge gank there for 19.2 million. It must be one of the largest ever so far. If not the biggest one.
The split that each of them got at 6.4 million is bigger than any of the kills that were done this week. Just the split. The split this itself. Like if you just got the split of this, wow. Impressive to say the least. Well done. I love that there are one of the guilds in Sauce though is monkeys, so that they are sauce monkeys. I don't know what a sauce monkey is, but they have
monkey sauce. You don't put monkey sauce on your sandwich?
No. Sauce monkeys. I think sauce monkeys are the ones who bring the sauce, Bogul. And monkey sauce is made out of monkeys. There's a big difference between those two statements. Sauce monkeys bring you sauce. Like they come with a little tray. You know, they're dressed in a little monkey suit, a white monkey suit, black tie, and they bring it over on a tray, one-handed, because you know they're monkeys. They're skillful.
I always wanted.
And they bring the sauce out there. Who doesn't want a monkey butler? The only thing I want more than a monkey butler... Okay, I want two things more than a monkey butler. One, I want little Tyrannosaurus Rex arms for my clavicle, so I can read or eat with a second set of arms. Second, I also want like a rideable gorilla. Like, I'm just saying, like a rideable gorilla, like a battle gorilla. Like you ride the gorilla into battle, like riding it with like a spear. I choose. That like would be the game.
In Albion,
I don't care what game it is. It could real life. Heck, I would go. I would be in World War III if I could ride a battle gorilla. I would take the shot. Even if like the Russians had super lasers, I would still go into the war just for the thrill of riding a battle gorilla.
I'm just imagining Shozen with like a GoPro selfie camera riding around. Hey guys,
I'm on Bobo. We're going into battle. All right. On that note, I have an interview coming up with Xorgy or Zorgy of Infinite, and it's a long interview, but there's a problem, guys. As you know, for anybody who's been watching for a while, knows that I've had a desync issue with the audio. It hits pretty hard in this interview, and it sounds like I am talking over him like a lot, because I am.
Oh.
And
did you fix it yet?
It's impossible. Oh, the audio issue. I fix it as much as I can until I get the new motherboard. Apparently, the motherboard that I'm using, the more stress you put on the audio codec, the more desync there is. And with 4 things running the audio codec at once, it's killing it. So until I get the new motherboard on Saturday, this is the best I can do. But this interview is way worse. It's bad. Like, I laugh during his punchlines. It's like when he's I'm on top of him by like half a second. So I apologize for that, guys, but it is an interesting interview. I do have a good time talking to him. He's a great fellow, and these guys have been around forever. I have a lot of respect for all that they do. And I will talk to you guys. I guess we can head out of here because we're probably not going to talk to you guys after the interview. You can watch us Monday through Friday at 18 UTC. And Monday through Thursday at 19 UTC, we have Albion Live with crystals, and followed by live GVGs with highlights in between. Next week, it's going to be an up in the air week. Tuesday, we hope to bring in Action Compassion, but on Wednesday and Thursday, Lupac is going to be at Gamescom, so we're not sure if he's going to make it there or not. We're going to find out that on Monday. And if not, we'll either have Tazik, or maybe we'll bring in Logic again, or maybe I'll have Bogul do the technical play-by-play. I'll have him learn 3 spells, and
he's using this one spell here. He's like in the front lines.
They're all in the front lines, Bogul. They're all frontline warriors at this point. It's a dive comp meta right now. They're all in the front line. All right, but on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and play this interview, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't mind the visuals that will be really boring, because I'm just going to look at the map for the next half hour. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.
Goodbye.